spaghetti carbonara. Creamy with bacon. Wrong. Who said cream and bacon? Doesn't traditionally have cream and bacon in it. Let's do it the authentic way. It's fast, it's easy, and if you hang with me for about 3 minutes, I'll show you the most wonderful spaghetti dish ever. What we need is guanciale, and you're probably looking at that and going, look at all the fat. That is the flavor. Guanciale is the pork cheek that's been cured. Lots of black pepper. Lots of black pepper is the key for this dish. 2 garlic cloves. Here we go. We're just going to literally squash them like that, and we'll get rid of the skin, and we'll throw them into a cold pan. And it goes like that. Now, get rid of the skin. And my guanciale has been thinly sliced. Now, if you can't get guanciale, you could use a smoked bacon or pancetta, but you will see how the fat comes out of this dish. And we get a creamy sauce, but there is no cream going in there at all. There we go, in it goes. And all we're gonna do is render the fat out. Must be a cold pan. Let's start getting the sauce ready. I've got 3 egg yolks. I'm gonna crack 1 whole egg with the white to go in there with it. I'm gonna whisk that up. Just give it a quick whisk. Now I'm gonna grate some Parmigiano-Reggiano, or you could use Pecorino Romano, which is quite salty, and that is from Rome. But I'm gonna get most of this Parmigiano-Reggiano in here, grated in there, and I'm saving some just to garnish on top. Let's give that a quick whisk up. There we go, like that. Set that aside. Now, I've got some black peppercorns. Now, you could use a pepper grinder, but this is a much better way. We're really gonna get in here, crush them up. If you don't want to have one of these guys, wrap them up in a tea towel, and then use a full wine bottle and roll it over like a rolling pin, or use a rolling pin to crush them. But this is probably the best way, fresh peppercorns. So get it as fine as you can, and then come along, grab a sieve, put it in the sieve, and then shake it out, because it's all that fine pepper we want to use there. And we'll keep the big bits to season other things, but we want that fine pepper in there. There we go. And for this recipe, I'm going to put about 3/4 of a teaspoon of pepper in. It's important, lots of pepper. There we go, and I'll save that. So easy. I've got some boiling water on there, and I've got some herb salt, my herb salt. If you don't have that, use normal salt, but you can see how it's flavored the water. The water is boiling, and I literally get the spaghetti, drop it in, and they'll disappear on in there. They're gonna take 8 minutes to cook, and I haven't even started on the sauce yet, but I'm gonna do that now. And this is a cold pan. We're now gonna put the heat on medium, and we're going to render the fat out, and you will see how we get this creamy sauce at the end. I've kept the outer shell of the pepper for seasoning other things later, and the delicious pepper from the inside is going to go in here. But I'm going to render the fat out first, and you can see there's some pepper on the guanciale, which is that pork cheek that's been cured, and the garlic will come out of this just before we serve it. You can see how we've got some colour going on there, and look at all that beautiful flavour that's coming out. I'm going to now turn the heat off on this, literally right off, and I am going to take out the garlic. I don't need that. It's done its job of flavouring that fat from the guanciale. There we go. All about technique here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stop it cooking, right? The heat is off. I'm going to take some of the liquid from the pasta and another one. And you can see how it's already starting to look like a creamy sauce. Now The heat is still off. We're leaving the heat off, but we've stopped the cooking process so the guanciale doesn't colour too much. I don't want it to be black. I want it that dark golden brown. Spaghetti is pretty close. Take a little bit more of that liquid out and see it stop. Now I will put the pepper in. So I'm going to take a good healthy pinch. I'm not going to be shy, and I'll probably put about 3/4 of a teaspoon in there. That is going to be flavour, my friends, in this creamy sauce. There we go. Stop sizzling. That's great. This all comes together so quickly. The spaghetti is cooked. Literally take it out. And there. So easy as. There's a few little stragglers in there, but I'm not worried about that. Now I'm going to toss this around. It's just a little technique here. There we go. Toss it around. You can use a pair of tongs, and you can see now the pepper is all getting in there. Now we'll come along here and we will put our egg yolks, egg, and Parmigiano-Reggiano, the king of Italian cheeses. Did you know it takes 500 litres to make one wheel of Parmigiano-Reggiano? Here we go. Now we're just going to start tossing this around, and that's why we don't want the pan really hot and the sizzling, otherwise we'd have scrambled eggs. But you can see how it is done. Literally, you have a spaghetti dish in that beautiful creamy sauce. And the one trick now that everybody should know is not hang about, is to serve it straight away. Finally, a little more Parmigiano-Reggiano over the top, and if you're lucky enough to have Pecorino Romano, a little bit of that over the top. You're done. Don't be hanging around. Get in and try it, but it's just creamy. Look at that. And there's no cream being used at all. And the pepperiness and the cheesiness of this, I know is going to be good. Oh my God. And you know it's really good when it dribbles down your chin. You've got to try it. Recipes in the descriptions below. Don't forget to subscribe.